Since ancient times, yogis and Buddhist monks have always emphasized the profound power of observation. They believe that to truly observe something, we must devote our full attention to it. This idea carries a transformative truth. When we direct our attention with intention, we have the ability to manifest desired outcomes in our lives. In this story, I'll take you through how you can harness the power of your attention to create the reality you want. Mastering the direction of your attention is perhaps the most potent tool you have as a co-creator of your existence. Let's dive in. To understand how our attention shapes the reality that unfolds, we first need to grasp the way energy flows in our lives. Have you ever felt stuck, like you're constantly working towards something, but it never quite materializes? Maybe it feels like you're trapped in a cycle, repeating patterns in relationships, facing similar challenges, or experiencing life as though on an unending roller coaster. These recurring situations often point to stagnant energy, a block where energy is unable to move freely. And when energy stagnates, we find ourselves caught in repetitive circumstances, unable to break free. So what determines where energy flows? It's simple: attention. Wherever your attention goes, energy naturally follows. Your focus and attention become the compass guiding the flow of energy. What most people don't realize is that our attention operates in two distinct forms: polar and non-polar attention. Each plays a crucial role in shaping our experiences. Polar attention is dynamic. It attracts and repels simultaneously. Think of it like a coin with two sides. Every problem holds within it the seed of its solution. Polar attention focuses on one aspect, often pulling one outcome closer while pushing another away. On the other hand, there's nonpolar attention, which is entirely neutral. It has no bias, no attachment, and it carries the unique ability to dissolve energy patterns altogether. Now imagine this interplay of polar attention as two forces, positive and negative. Here's the fascinating part. Life doesn't differentiate between the two. It responds solely to the content of your attention. If you despise something, you unwittingly draw more of it into your life. Similarly, if you love something, you attract more of what you cherish. This is the crux of the matter. Many of us have been conditioned from childhood to operate in fear and survival mode. It's hardwired into our biology, where the primary instinct is to protect ourselves from perceived threats. This conditioning creates a cycle of avoidance and resistance. We avoid risks, conflicts, and anything that feels unsafe. Over time, this fear-driven mindset shapes our reality, manifesting more of what we're trying to escape. Think about it. The media and societal influences often amplify fear, anger, and pride, keeping us trapped in states where we're easier to control. Fearful people are reactive, and reactions are predictable. It's not surprising that many of us replay the same types of relationships or experiences tethered to past traumas that were never fully processed. This is where nonpolar attention becomes transformative. By stepping into a neutral state of observation, we can dissolve the patterns that hold us back. Let's explore this further. Imagine you're navigating a challenging situation, perhaps a conflict at work or a personal setback. If you approach it with positive attention, framing it as an opportunity for growth, you attract a reality that aligns with that perspective. Conversely, if your attention is steeped in negativity, perceiving the situation as a disaster, you amplify the likelihood of unfavorable outcomes. The underlying truth is that life mirrors the content of our attention. It doesn't care about the polarity, only the focus itself. This means that whether we view a situation as good or bad, our focused energy determines the reality we experience. When fear takes hold, we begin justifying it with thoughts that reinforce it, plunging into a spiral where fear breeds more fear. This is our biological conditioning at work. Our survival instinct tricks us into staying alive by heightening our awareness of perceived threats. Breaking this cycle requires aligning the heart and mind. When your heart feels fear or negativity, your mind produces thoughts to match, creating a self-fulfilling loop. The key to escaping this trap lies in cultivating nonpolar, neutral attention. Instead of resisting unpleasant experiences, you simply allow them to enter and exit your life without clinging to them or pushing them away. Resistance is what gives energy its staying power. When we resist something, be it a painful memory or a fear, we inadvertently feed it, and what we feed persists. On the other hand, by accepting what is, we disarm its hold over us. Acceptance is the antidote to resistance. This is not resignation, but acknowledgement. By accepting what's happening without judgment, you release the energy that's been locked in struggle. Let's break this down into steps. The first and most critical step is acceptance. Whatever situation you're facing, no matter how dire it seems, start by accepting it fully. Imagine the worst-case scenario unfolding and realize that life would go on. You might wonder, if I accept it, won't I be inviting it into my life? Quite the opposite. Acceptance removes the charge of resistance, allowing energy to flow freely once again. From a state of acceptance, you can then move to the next step, reframing the situation as a potential blessing in disguise. Every event, no matter how difficult, carries the possibility of serving a greater purpose. Perhaps the setback is shielding you from an unseen danger or steering you towards something better. This perspective becomes more accessible once you've reached a state of neutrality. Instead of labeling the situation as bad, you begin to see its hidden value. Finally, with acceptance and a reframed perspective in place, you redirect your attention toward what you desire. This is the act of consciously choosing your path. From a neutral and grounded state, your energy becomes a powerful force for manifestation. Over time, this practice enables you to shift to life paths that align with your highest aspirations. It's important to remember that the universe responds to where your attention resides. Neutrality helps you break free from past traumas and fears. Acceptance dissolves resistance, and focusing on your desired outcomes paves the way for their realization. This process isn't about denying your feelings or suppressing your emotions. On the contrary, it's about honoring them, allowing them to surface, and then consciously redirecting your focus. When you try to suppress emotions, like repeating positive affirmations to override feelings of fear, you may inadvertently resist what you need to process. Instead, embrace what you're feeling. Acceptance doesn't mean defeat. It's a form of empowerment. Once you've acknowledged your current reality, you free up the energy to create something new. By consistently applying this three-step process, acceptance, reframing, and redirecting attention, you transform your relationship with reality. You release energy previously spent resisting and use it to fuel the life you want. This is why so many ancient traditions emphasize the power of observation and focus. They understood that attention is the cornerstone of creation. As co-creators of our reality, we have an extraordinary ability to shape our experiences. By learning to direct your attention intentionally, you gain control over the trajectory of your life. The present moment is the canvas, and your attention is the brush. When you approach life with acceptance and clarity, the possibilities are limitless. If this resonates with you, know that your journey is just beginning. Embrace the process. Accept where you are. Discover the hidden blessings and direct your attention toward the future you wish to create. You are the architect of your destiny, and the choices you make today will shape the reality you experience tomorrow. When you truly grasp this, you'll realize the immense power that resides within you. Imagine for a moment that your life is a flowing river. Resistance is like placing boulders in the river's path, disrupting its natural flow and causing turbulence. Acceptance, on the other hand, removes these obstacles, allowing the water to move freely. With each step of this process, you are clearing the path for energy to flow smoothly, unimpeded by the resistance you once unknowingly created. This understanding changes everything. You begin to see challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities for growth. Let's revisit the concept of blessings in disguise. Think about the events in your life that initially seemed negative, but later revealed their true purpose. Perhaps a relationship ended, and though painful at the time, it cleared the way for someone more aligned with your values. Or maybe you lost a job, only to discover a career path that brought you greater fulfillment. These are the hidden gifts life offers when we stop resisting and start observing. The key to unlocking these gifts lies in your attention. Wherever you place your focus, you are planting seeds. If you focus on fear, doubt, or resentment, those seeds will sprout into experiences that reinforce those emotions. But when you focus on acceptance, possibility, and intention, You cultivate a reality that reflects those energies. It's a simple yet profound truth. The reality you experience is the garden you've nurtured with your attention. This process isn't always easy, especially when you're in the thick of a challenging moment. Emotions can feel overwhelming, and the urge to resist or react can be strong. But even in these moments, you have a choice. You can pause, breathe, and remind yourself that this too is a part of your journey. By observing your emotions without judgment and accepting the situation as it is, you begin to reclaim your power. Now let's delve deeper into the final step, redirecting your attention. Once you've reached a state of acceptance and neutrality, you've cleared the energetic slate. This is where you consciously choose what to focus on next. The key is to align your attention with your desired reality. Instead of dwelling on what you don't want, shift your focus to what you do want. Visualize it, feel it, and immerse yourself in the energy of that possibility. This is not about wishful thinking or pretending everything is perfect. It's about tuning your attention to the frequency of the life you want to create. When you do this consistently, you'll notice subtle shifts in your reality. Doors will open, opportunities will arise, and the path forward will become clearer. This is the power of attention at work, shaping the quantum events that unfold in your life. It's important to approach this process with patience and trust. Change doesn't always happen overnight, but every moment you spend directing your attention with intention is a step closer to your desired reality. Think of it like sculpting a masterpiece. Each thought, each choice, each moment of focused attention is a stroke of the chisel, carving the life you envision. And here's the beauty of it. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Over time, you'll develop a heightened awareness of where your attention is going. You'll catch yourself in moments of resistance and gently redirect your focus. You'll become more attuned to the flow of energy in your life, learning to guide it with precision and grace. As you continue on this journey, remember that you are not alone. The universe is your collaborator, responding to your intentions and supporting your growth. Each challenge you face is an invitation to deepen your understanding and refine your approach. Trust in the process and trust in yourself. If you ever feel stuck or overwhelmed, return to the foundational steps. Accept, reframe, and redirect. Acceptance grounds you in the present moment. Reframing reveals the hidden potential in every experience, and redirecting your attention empowers you to shape the future you desire. Together, these steps create a powerful framework for transformation. You have within you the ability to create a life filled with joy, abundance, and purpose. By mastering your attention, you unlock this potential. Each moment is an opportunity to choose. Will you focus on fear or love, resistance or acceptance, scarcity or possibility? The choice is yours, and it is through these choices that you shape your destiny. As you move forward, take a moment each day to pause and reflect on where your attention is going. Are you nurturing the seeds of the life you want, or are you feeding the weeds of resistance and fear? This simple practice of mindfulness can make all the difference. Remember, you are the architect of your reality. The power to create is in your hands, guided by the focus of your attention. Embrace this truth and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined possible. Your journey is just beginning, and the best is yet to come.